Exactly. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we've got a pair of running backs who are hoping for plenty of touches to come their way. It's the Cowboys going up against the Vikings. With that, we send you up to US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis as we hook up with our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are at the newest stadium in the NFL, and its inaugural year. There's a look inside US Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everybody. I'm Brandon Godden. To my left, as always, he's Charles Davis. And, Charles, we saw in the open, we've got a couple of great running backs in this game tonight, each capable of putting a team on his back.
And I'm excited to talk about the runners, not just the passers, who have a big hand and who's going to win this game. Both of these guys are do it all. Can run it, can catch it. I can't wait to get this one started.
Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So the Dallas Cowboys, Week 11, different week, same result. Another win, 9-1 now, and Tony Romo giving his full support of Dak Prescott as a starter. Prescott responded over 300 yards and 3 touchdowns.
I'll get to Tony in just a second, but I know that John Harbaugh, the head coach of the Ravens, wanted to shut down Ezekiel Elliott and tell the rookie quarterback Dak Prescott, you're going to have to beat me through the air. And he did exactly that. So he continues to grow and mature as a player. It's really a phenomenal story. But Tony Romo, there could not have been a classier concession speech, because that's what it was. For Dak Prescott to be the clear #1 quarterback of the Cowboys, I mean, that's a clip and save for everyone on how to handle a tough situation.
Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
They run with a rookie. Here's Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14.
Here we go.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to walk. He's got a man. Complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. So not much to speak of scoring-wise in this first quarter of play. 0-0 our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Here's Prescott. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brian Robinson able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back now at the scoreless first half. It's a 0-0 game at half, so both sides obviously love their defense and hate their offense. Moving forward, we'll just have to see if it's the first to score that wins. Forbat's got it on the teeth. Whitehead's going to take it from the 1, and he'll be tackled down after a nice gain of 20 yards. Continuing on the drive, Prescott's deep pass will be completed, and he ends up at their own 49-yard line. Later on the drive, with plenty of pressure this half and another sack, this ends up as a huge loss in yardage. So that'll do it from here in Orlando. No points in this one yet, but we'll hand it back over to a man who's always on point. That's Brandon Guy.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Now a 2nd down throw for Bradford. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. And as the fourth quarter winds down here, we're all even.
And no one wants this game to extend. They want to go ahead and win it right now.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Bradford. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. So we've got encroachment, and that's a free 5 yards.
Too easy for the offense. A bit of impatience by the defense on that one.
Encroachment, defense. Still first down.
And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaunt alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout, and now we're set to get going. Now Bradford. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. Fresh set of downs here.
Hey, we got tight left, tight left, tight end left. 4 down, check. Here we go now. Blue 45, blue 45.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here again is McKinnon. And he showcased it. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense.
Hey. Green, blue 45. Blue 45.
They'll run the option left. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And Forbath will put this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So it took a while to get anything on the scoreboard, but we finally have our first points of the contest.
And now this becomes a question of, can they make this stand up? The defense has been impeccable thus far, and now they need to go out and finish strong.
Forbath now to kick it away after the made field goal. Whitehead, the return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. He's back to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on 3rd down.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.